TylerPerry has set the internet on fire again. But this time, it's not just backlash, it's a full-blown cultural war. His newest film, Straw, isn't just trending, it's tearing people apart. Some are calling it his rawest, most powerful story ever. Others say it's the most damaging thing he's ever done. So what is this movie? A masterpiece or a mistake? Let's break it down. Straw is a film that unfolds over a single day, but it carries the weight of a lifetime. At the center is Janiah, a mother, a fast food worker, a woman quietly drowning in a system that was never built for her to survive. The day begins like any other: chaos, fatigue, and quiet resilience. She wakes up in a small apartment, her daughter Arya having suffered a seizure the night before. There's no food in the fridge, science project isn't finished, and the rent is already overdue. But Janiah keeps pushing, because that's what she's always done. As she steps out to face the world, small injustices begin to pile up. Her boss refuses to give her the paycheck she desperately needs. A customer berates her over EBT. Then, in a moment that turns quietly terrifying, she's run off the road by an off-duty cop after a minor traffic dispute. He not only threatens her, he takes her license, stripping her of mobility and dignity in one stroke. When she returns to her job, she's fired. No explanations, no compassion. Just gone. Rain pours down. She trudges home only to find her apartment completely emptied. She's been evicted. Her belongings gone. Her daughter's things gone. Everything she held on to, gone. The movie takes a shocking turn in a moment of panic and confusion. Janiah is caught in the middle of a robbery. In the chaos, she picks up a gun. She doesn't mean to shoot, but she does. One of the robbers is killed. Then, her boss, assuming she was in on the robbery, lunges at her, and she accidentally pulls the trigger again. He's dead. And now, everything changes. Still holding the gun, she walks into a bank, the same one that refused to cash her check earlier because she had no ID. Desperation turns to action. She doesn't want money. She wants dignity. She wants to be heard. She wants justice. But the world doesn't speak that language until you threaten it. As law enforcement swarms the scene, a tense hostage situation unfolds. Inside the bank, Janiah meets Nicole, the manager, and Detective Raymond, the negotiator, two women who slowly begin to see her not as a criminal, but as a woman pushed beyond her limits. Through the glass and bulletproof barriers they talk, not just about the incident, but about life, pain, loss, rage, the story behind the story. And then, the twist. Throughout the film, we've seen Janiah caring for her daughter, talking to her, protecting her. But in a haunting reveal, we learn the truth. Arya is dead. She died in her sleep the night before. Janiah had been hallucinating her presence all day. Every moment of nurturing, every word of comfort, had been grief manifesting as delusion. The weight of that realization hits like a gut punch, not just to Janiah, but to the audience. Her one bad day wasn't just a breaking point, it was a funeral march in real time. In the end, she surrenders. She walks out, hand in hand with Nicole, surrounded by supporters chanting her name outside the bank. She's arrested, but finally seen. Finally heard. And we're left with a single searing question. How many Janiahs are walking among us, one moment away from their last straw? Online, Straw has become more than just a movie. It's a lightning rod. Twitter threads, TikTok explainers, and even academic takes are unpacking what it means for Black storytelling, feminism, and emotional labor. On one side, fans are calling it a bold turning point for TylerPerry. Gone are the caricatures and over-the-top drama. Straw is raw, restrained, and deeply human. Some viewers are even calling it Perry's most authentic film yet, finally giving voice to the emotional and systemic weight carried by Black women, especially single mothers. One user on X wrote, "If Taraji P Henson doesn't get a damn Oscar for this, I will raise hell!" The emotions felt so real, and the ending is probably TylerPerry's best work so far. Another viewer said, "Straw is not just a movie, it's a mirror, a conversation, a prayer. Single moms are the real superheroes, and no one sees them until they break." The film's focus on poverty, mental health, and emotional breakdown is resonating deeply. People aren't just watching Straw, they're feeling it in their bones. The kind of pain that lives quietly beneath the surface until one day it erupts. Sadly, this is so many black women's reality, another viewer tweeted. We are expected to be strong, silent, and unbreakable until we're not. And that's what makes this film different. It's not just telling a story, it's starting a conversation. One that hits too close to home for too many people. Some fans have even gone so far as to demand major award recognition, saying Perry finally stripped away the layers of melodrama and delivered something real, something timeless, something terrifying. So, whether you love Straw or feel completely drained after watching it, you definitely feel something. On the flip side of the glowing tributes, a loud and growing chorus of critics argue that Straw once again traffics in trauma porn, reducing black women's lived experiences into spectacle. One critic from The Guardian warns that Perry continues his tradition of portraying black women in narratives of intense suffering. And even on this coherent film, he still does a tremendous disservice to them. A powerful post on LinkedIn described it as a casserole of pain with no healing in sight, layering every stereotype of black women: struggling single mama, angry girlfriend, absent mother without showing joy, strength, or hope. The criticism even gets more personal on Reddit. I'm sick of TylerPerry's shit. He could literally write anything and choose to make black women look bad for profit. Black women do not be struggling like that all the time. It's ridiculous. Another user added, I do not watch TylerPerry movies. He seems to hate black women. Meanwhile, commenters on platforms like TikTok and Facebook are asking bluntly, aren't y'all sick of this narrative? This backlash isn't just about Straw. It's a cultural reckoning, questioning why black women are so frequently shown as broken, exhausted, and collapsing, yet rarely thriving, rejoicing, or healing on Perry's screen. So, what is Straw, really? Is it a masterpiece of emotional honesty? A gut-wrenching portrait of one woman's breaking point in a world that never gave her a break? Or is it just another chapter in TylerPerry's controversial legacy, where black women are once again shown suffering, breaking, losing everything, while joy, healing, and complexity remain just out of frame? Let me know what you think in the comments. Was Straw necessary or exploitative? Did it move you, anger you, or maybe both? And what do you think this says about TylerPerry's relationship with black women on screen? Share this if you've ever felt unseen, unheard, or like you were one bad day away from breaking. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more breakdowns that go beyond the surface.